So I'm thinking this was more, I'll put a header on this. This came in a huge plastic bag, as big as my cutting board. This letter. And it was zip tied. It was all the same again. Everything copycat. I'm thinking this is more of that weird military stuff I said it was last time. Why? Because they gassed the living life out of me once I had this in my hands. You don't know how bad that gas was today. I was coming in here and there. I could not run away from it. I would stand up from the toilet. I would sit down, stand up, go right back down. The intensity of the individual hitting me with that gas was such rage they were inflicting on me. I'm still emotionally jarred from it. Every time I put up a video about the crime I was witnessing this morning in real time as it was happening, every time I hit on the Facebook or the Instacart, the Instagram, they would gas me. It was, by the time they stopped, which was around noon, it was like over 14 times. I pee-pooed about 10 times. It was horrifying. And the hairs on my arm were standing straight up towards the last 6 intense emittance of chemical gas. I had goosebumps and they were standing straight up. My toes to my scalp were tingling. My skin, everything was freaking out from the poison. My intestines did not stop throbbing and just feeling acute, you feel it, acute, clear pain until about 5 o'clock p.m. And that was only after I had this in my hand, this letter, which was duct taped and stuff. I don't have the right word. Zip tied to the door. Exact same thing. So then I'm thinking, the way they gassed you, why? Who would want to take someone to court when they're doing that? I know, okay? I know. I'm thinking it's this. And the utilities are clearly criminal, okay? And look at these numbers. This is what I'm thinking. This is more wacko. Look at these numbers. No, dude, this is weird shit. I know. And how authentic is this? Anybody could have typed this up. So, yeah. And who wants to admit they own this when this is on the internet? All these, everything. And this woman's been on the internet just knocking, ding, 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 way down there, way down in the structure of the house. She was in the basement. It's on the fucking video. They're banging. There was all these terrorists in here, dude. To the best of my knowledge, there was only 2 that were making themselves identifiable at their whereabouts, but there was one over there banging, and there was another couple, and there was one up there. I tried to hit it on the internet to say this, but this whole time I'm also at the same time not allowed to talk about it. There was a human up there, and you could hear them. I'll talk about it. I'll never forget it. While one was banging there, and that freak woman, this woman, Thelma Hode, was in the basement. And the whole place was lit with corpses. Whole place. Floor 3 to the basement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a photo and put it on the internet. Like, this is weird too. At first I thought this psychotic terrorist who has committed so much crime right in front of my face was just weak and feeble and leaving the Staples note. And this isn't legal. Then I thought, weak, feeble, legal. No, these numbers, dude. This is suspect. Because of how I was gassed when I had this, nobody going to court is going to gas the living life out of someone. once they get their eviction. And don't you have to give someone a summons? This is why the lawyer, I'm not going to say when, the lawyer is going to tell me how official this actually is. No, this shit's bullshit. This utility is criminal. I can't believe they sent that to me. This number is criminal. Saying I owe anything in a criminal terrorist law is in Spanish. I know, dude. I know, okay? Some of this is really weird. I know. Okay, so, yeah, this is wild. Okay, so the lawyer who, went to law school is going to tell me how official this is. This is so creepy. These people are doing this shit here to me still. I know. I am so upset, dude. I've been crying. I got on my knees and prayed. It just doesn't end. They're physically fucking my shit up with this gas. And they'll do it tomorrow. I'll report it. Hopefully it won't be as bad. Today was such vicious, vitriol revenge. It had to be because I had this. It was revenge and rage, and they just kept hitting me so hard. I was literally in my chair getting up, racing, and then going to the bathroom, and then sitting right back down. I have never diarrheaed more in my life than I did today. My skin was goose pimples, hairs crawling, tingling, trembling. Yeah, and then they want me to go to court? I guess they do. Well, that's what I'm doing, and that's what my point is the lawyer is going to define, does this criminal really want to make herself famous and say she did all this stuff to her victim? And here we are in court, and you better represent me and say that I win this house. She has no value, and she's not a human, and we can gas her. We can kill people in front of her. We can make manufactured chemical stenches. We can chop bodies up in front of her, and she better shut up and get out. Is this really seriously happening? How legitimate is this? Okay, so I'm going to put pictures up of this. I'm going to put this up, and I'm going to hang it up for the night.